Greetings, explorers of Pioneer. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and I am net decking. Thank you so much to Ali Eldrazi for posting his deck list online so we can play it. This is the Pioneer/Explorer deck that's all about Discover. Now, there's a couple different versions of this deck floating around. Some of them have Hintorius in them, but most of them rely on the same exact pseudo combo here. So this combo is making use of Discovery, the new mechanic that's pretty much just Cascade, but if you don't want to cast a spell, you can put it into your hand. So Geological Appraiser, this is what you want to get out, and you can get it out on turn 3. How do you do that, you might ask? There is nothing here that costs less than 3 mana. I see Karuga over here as our companion. It's by using Magma Opus or Creative Outburst, turning them into treasure by discarding them on turn 2, and then turn 3, casting this card. It enters the battlefield, you cast it, so it discovers. And when you discover 3, you're guaranteed to hit these 2 cards, because there's nothing else that costs 3 or less in the deck by the mana value overall of the card. We have a bunch of spells that we can cast, like the deck, and there's a bunch more on the sideboard, like Cosign to Oblivion, Connive, Concoct, Repudiate, and Replicate, but they're not actually able to be hit by this Discover. So you hit the Glasspool Mimics to make copies of the Appraiser, but if you hit an Eldritch Evolution, then you get a Trumpeting Carnosaur, and if you get a Trumpeting Carnosaur, you discover 5, which is going to give you this, or this, which either means that you're getting more stuff. I think you could actually hit Galta if you have things in hand. You can make more copies of the Carnosaur or the Appraiser. You can also replicate to make copies. This is also counterplay, because you can use this counter target activated or triggered ability right there to stop your opponent's first Discover, so you can ideally discover the next turn. It's a kind of wild deck, and this version that Ali Eldrazi made also is using the Torrential Gearhulk to recast these instants from your graveyard. That means you can grab this, or these. These are the big ones. You discard these, and now you finally have an amazing backup plan, because these big high-cost spells are doing a ton of work. They're tapping things down, they're slapping for damage, and they're making a 4/4. I believe also getting you a card? Yes, you draw 2 cards on this one. This one just makes you a bunch of damage. Bit of card advantage. No big boys. But you still have a Gear Hulk, so all is good in this world. So thank you so much to Ali Eldrazi for brewing this deck. We're going to take it into the queue, and we're going to cause some problems. The Pro Bono Gigolo. Hello there. We have a bunch of tapped mana. We have this, the Creative Outburst, and we do not have our Discover in hand, which makes me hesitant to want to play this, though we do have some good interaction. These Bedeck Bedazzles. We also have a Scry. I think I am going to mulligan here, though, because we really want this Geological Appraiser, and I found it. I'm not able to cast it right away, though, because I need 2 red, and right now I can only generate 1 off this treasure. Still going to keep this, drop the Torrential Gearhulk or the Eldritch Evolution, because we never really want to be casting this. We want to be hitting it on the Discover. And we're going to try and get a little bit of mana. And if worse comes to worse, I'll just, put Karuga into my hand. Oh, look at that! I found red mana! Alright, we're good now. Glasspool Mimic. I don't really need that. Throw it straight back into the deck, because every Glasspool Mimic in our deck is a potential additional copy of this Appraiser. I wonder if they are playing, indeed, the same deck as us. It's also very possible that they are, and if they are, they could be using some of the various tech, like a crab, to counter this spell or ability. Let's find out. Do you have a counter spell? Do you have a Stifle ability? Do you just have Burn? So if they have Burn, they do have a window here where they can kill this, which means that I'm going to have to put my Discover Find into my hand. Okay, so they're actually casting Cosign. This is the same deck. This is a mirror match. You may not play these cards. So it goes into my hand, because this needs to have a creature to sacrifice. I had no creature to sacrifice. Now do they go? They do, and we do not have the interplay, which is a devastating, damnating thing. And you're going to see exactly what's happening in this format as they discover. You know what? They've won the game. I have nothing in my hand that I can use I just have my own appraiser, which we will use our appraiser on their appraiser if they don't go for a haste this turn, which they should. Ideally, their deck is built in such a way that they will be able to kill me this turn. Carnosaur goes up and down. Could hit their haste giver there, but it would not quite be lethal. Eldritch Evolution, another dinosaur, please. Thank you. They're rolling them dino bones. Ooh, a Glasspool Mimic. That's a Carnosaur. Rawr. Oh, isn't this great? This is just what the meta is now. Evolution. An assortment of beautiful Carnosaurs. What do they hit? They hit another Geological Appraiser. Which hits another Clone, which gets them another Carnosaur. And what could this be? Another? Yet even more? There's the Doomscar Titan. Gives them all haste, and that is lethal. +1/+0. And a little bit of death. Now we have to do that to our next opponent. No luck at a draw here. We did not find an Appraiser. We also don't have any counterplay if our opponent has one. There's our Appraiser. We have a Carnosaur in hand, Eldritch Evolution. We can keep this, throw back one of these. Throw back that for now. Gazella. Oh, Gazella. Ooh, they mulled to 4. My guess is they are doing the exact same thing as us. We just kept more cards in hand. Alright, Gazella. Nice. So there's some of our interplay, because this means that if they get their stuff going next turn, we can repudiate that first discover. That first triggered ability. Which is good, because I don't have a treasure I can make. But I don't think that they can do it, because they did not make a treasure this turn. Oh, wait, black mana? This could be something else. Is it another mirror match? It's a different version of the deck. But yes, this is another mirror match. Here comes the Geological Appraiser. It comes down, and we repudiate the trigger. Just as our last opponent had some interplay for us, we have some interplay for them. Here comes the Appraiser, the Jambo. By the way, we can also, like, Carnosaur and destroy things. Okay, so they're not going to stick around. That's actually part of why I, like, showed that whole first match. I knew our opponents were not going to stick around. They know this combo, and they know when they're dead. Our opponent has Karuga, the Macro Sage, which means that they're playing the same deck as us, almost certainly. There's other decks with Karuga, but I don't think they're running anything like, you know, adventures. Alright, what do we have here? This is not a great hand for what we're doing, but it does have the counterplay. And I'm going to say that's enough for me for this one. We're going to take this for this run, and I'm going to see if I can, without having the pieces, just stop them by having a more consistent hand. There was a fan art of... There's a fan art of Kentorius who is pregnant? The elephant. Oh, look, I found Geological Appraiser. I'm sorry, why does that exist? Who made this? They're saying good game. Hello. They mulliganed a bunch. Because the internet exists? I mean, I get that. I'm also a person who produces weird stuff on the internet. Wait. Why are these mountains? Okay. Do I think that they have the thing to stop me. They have burn. I mean, they could like Carnosaur here. Too bad. We're doing the thing. They hard mulligans, and hopefully no crabs, because you can also use the crab as a counter spell. Everybody's saying that they expected me to have seen the Kintorius Mpreg fan art. Like, listen, I get it. That's right in my wheelhouse. Ooh, they're gonna kill it here? Nice. Okay, so there's... I mentioned before they might have the interplay. This enters and immediately dies. But they had to use their treasure up for that, which means they're going to be set back at least a turn. While we try to get our Carnosaur out, because they only have 2 cards left. You want to put Karuga in hand? I think I could put Karuga in hand. I don't think I'm going to, because I want to hold up a Repudiate and have both of these. Actually, no, we can do this. There we go. Now I'm holding up the Repudiate. I can play this next turn. They're making a Treasure. Good for you. Yeah, once this is on the stack from Discover, like once you've chosen to cast it rather than put it into hand, that's when they chose to use their interaction. Okay, Karuga in hand for them. Dropping that Auto War in, we're gonna go for the Carnosaur! Roar. I'm a Carnosaur. I'm Carnalicious. Carnosaur number 2! Dino-tastic! Go into the Dinosaur Casino. Have ourselves a bit of a gamba. Rar, X3. More. I need more! Continue your discoveries! You kind of saw it coming. Whap, 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 whap. I actually could have gone for the Galta here since I have so many pieces in hand for it. By which I mean 2. Do I have lethal on a swing here? Yeah, I totally do. Let's look at the Doomscar Titan. We can keep going, but we really don't need to. So, gotta go fast. Gotta hit face. Dinosaur, dinosaur, giant dinosaur. Did the thing. Goofy foot, are you ready to foot my butt? I have no interplay here. And I have no combo. I have now a Geological Appraiser and a Bedazzle. This person does not have Karuga as a companion. Could this be? Just mono red, normal ass mono red, huh? It's been a long time since I've seen mono red. Wonder what Pioneer mono red is playing. I guess that answers that. Well, I guess it's time for the Appraiser. They're tapped out. We went first. We're gaming. They could have held that stomp, by the way. They didn't. They could have. They didn't. They just want to deal damage. We mimic. We mimic. They leave the game. Tapped out on turn 2 in Pioneer. Couldn't be you. Ah, a Gigantha for our opponent. Now, if they have a Gigantha, that means they won't have cards like Magma or Creative Outburst, which means this is a different deck. Possibly a Jund Sacrifice deck. Jund Sacrifice is definitely among the decks that we could see. Look at how good we are at finding this Appraiser. I'm going to drop the... I kind of want to just drop one of these. I'll drop Outburst. We scry. No. Get out of here. This is totally sacrifice. So this deck is possibly Jund sacrifice, maybe just Rakdos sacrifice. If it's running Gigantha, that means it does not have Bolos' Citadel in it, but it still has some pretty sweet pieces like Cat Oven. So we're still gonna go for Geological Appraiser, even though I expect it to be interrupted in some fashion. What fashion? I just don't know. Probably killing it. So Deadly Dispute into a Fatal Push could be the answer. There is a 2-drop in white that can stop things from being cast from exile, which for Discover, I believe just means things will go into hand. There's nothing we can play, so that goes into hand, but we have that Magma Opus in the graveyard. So hopefully if we get to 6 mana, we have a Gear Hulk, and we can Gear Hulk at them. Oh, hi, Mayhem Devil! Yeah, that's kind of a key card in their deck, so we're just gonna get rid of it. Bye. We also have Eldritch Evolution if we get this out to then follow up and use this to get like Galta or something. Or just a Carnosaur in combo. Ooh, an Unlucky Witness and a Mayhem Devil. But you are tapped out, and I have luckily drawn another Geological Appraiser. Taste of my praise. And they leave. I think they're gonna have to ban something from this deck. Okay, we have the stuff. We got the goods, but all of our lands are gonna come in tapped. But we can search for another land. We can believe in the heart of the cards. Our opponent does not have a Karuga, which, you know, that could just be like the counterplay of this way they won't mulligan to find interaction, or it could be playing a completely different deck. I just don't know. Spire Bluff Canal. Okay, so that gets me an untapped mana piece on turn 2 or 3. Which I'm probably going to have to hold up Bedeck, because they could go for Creative Outburst, Magma Opus, and then we'd have to kill the guy. I just gotta make sure I get my timing right. And if they don't do that, then we'll discard this and get ourselves a treasure. Oh my god, they're using Creative Outburst to make a treasure! What a surprise! So I think it's correct to Bedeck it. I'm not sure if you should wait for the thing on the stack. But I also am a very inexperienced player with this deck. Yeah, so now it goes into hand. But I already brought it out. Okay, so they didn't choose to put it into hand. We got another piece of mana for next turn. We're going to play the Temple of Abandon here. Doesn't really matter what I keep on top. You think Eldritch Evolution could be a hit for a ban? It's what lets you do something other than just make more appraisers. See if they do it again. Maybe it should be Appraiser. It should probably be Appraiser. I'm gonna shock this in because I probably want that treasure for something later. I just don't know what. Do we get repudiated? What happens? I'm still learning how to play this deck. I started recording this, like, after 1 game with this deck. Alright, so they use the Carnosaur. Die! We get ourselves an Eldritch Evolution in hand. The 4-mana Discover 3. Yeah, so you're feeling they should just ban this. And that's completely fair. Also, they win the game because they got there. And, think about it. Say good game. Good game! I have 2 appraisers this time. Okay, I'll take it. I got a Repudiate. Got weird mana. Sure, that's fine. I can use weird mana. This kind of feels like the, there was like the mage combo in Historic where you would keep copying a copy spell to make more mages. Oh, it's not a mirror match! Oh my gosh! Okay, so we've had like one game against mono red. And now it's gonna be mono green. So mono green was, I'll say, like the previous boogeyman of this format. Mono green Devotion gets wild fast. But I'm not sure how well it can play against a combo deck like this because it doesn't do that much at instant speed. If they do something like throw Karn out here, Karn will stop me from using the treasure. Hi, Nissa. Nissa does nothing to stop this. They do not have enough mana for Karn since they didn't get out another land. Even though, like, this person has ramped so incredibly well. It doesn't matter. Green does not have great interaction for what this deck is doing. Like, oh, congratulations! It's another elf. You gonna throw out a Llanowar elf too? No? A treasure. Mana Confluence, Geological Appraiser. We throw it down. Eldritch Evolution. Sacrifice. Get ourselves a Dinosaur. It's 11 mana starting on turn 3. Mm-hmm. There we go. It doesn't matter. Because we just combo out this turn. Carnosaur into a Carnosaur into a Geological Appraiser, which is either going to get us another Eldritch Evolution or another clone. It's Eldritch Evolution. We're going to use that to make a copy of Carnosaur. The trumpeting sort. Which gets us another Geological Appraiser. Excellent work, everybody. We did it. Can anything beat this deck? This deck can. Also, if this deck doesn't get its pieces, then it does a lot worse. Thankfully, we keep getting both our pieces or interplay. And honestly, I feel like this is what Ali Eldrazi has done with this deck, is he has been honing both the deck and the interplay of the deck. Speaking of which, I am going to put this Appraiser on top, because I think it gives me a, in case my first one is countered, I have a second chance. I have a second go at the deck. Ah, it seems that our opponent may also be playing this deck. But we went first, so that's good for us. Oh wait, nope, never mind, no they're not. Otherworldly Gaze, can't be it. Yeah, I feel like a Spirits deck, because it can have early counter spells, can absolutely get in under this, right? A Leisure Shredder! I'll be casting more than one spell a turn, hey. I'll be casting all my spells on one turn. Having a Doomscar in hand is a little awkward, because that's my haste enabler, but we got some cute things we can do with it. Alright, let's do the thing. Yeah, this could be Phoenix. Remember when Phoenix got, like, nerfed to hell because they put a ban on looting in Modern? That was a sad one. Okay, well, they left. This hand has an Appraiser. It has an Opus. It even has an extra bit of mana that I can just throw down on turn 1. And let's see what our opponent's up to. Ooh, something with a Shipwreck Marsh. Wonder what that is. Is it Doom? I hope it's fairies. Okay, chat, do you think that their deck is the quenchiest? Nobody runs Quench anymore, but, you know, Unexplained Disappearance. But the quenchiest is so much more fun to say. Alright, we need another red source to get out this other Geological Appraiser. Oh, you don't have another land! You don't have another land! Hey, sup? You got like a fairy with flash? Rogues! Guys, it's a rogues deck. I mean, rogues can mess up the combo by milling the pieces. Mostly milled lands. There's a piece. I could channel Glasspool. No, it's a land. Your go. My go. I'm trying to decide if I want to just try to do it this turn. Yeah, let's go for it. Do I remember when Rogues was standard? I sure do. Drown in the lock. Oh, look at this! Counterspell. We mentioned before that, like, Spirits has, like, that good interplay early. This Rogues deck's doing the same idea. And I love that for them. Okay, Nighthawk Scavenger. It's a rogue! We're milling mostly lands. This land comes in tapped. That means we cannot use the Torrential Gear Hulk. We are currently dead on board. Can we say GG? Finally, losing to something that's not just the mirror match where the mirror goes first. Yeah, this essentially was the standard deck. I don't know why they said oops. I assume this person's just a little salty sassafras. They don't get a good game. They're a little salty sassafras. Winkers! Wink! We have Appraiser, Opus, Repudiate. This is probably a good hand. And we'll see if it's a mirror match. By the way, there is a sideboard for this deck. We're just playing in best of one because we're chumps. Temple of Epiphany again! You get out of here. A Temple Garden, a Botanical Sanctum, and Rona. Interesting. What could they be doing with that macaronis and cheese? I mean, they loot. That's a thing they can do. Could be Kethis combo with some legends. Soul Cauldron. It might be Cauldron combo. Oh, yeah. They're doing graveyard stuff. I like how it's got 2 Ronas in it, though. But they tapped out, so we do the thing. Kethis is banned in this format. Yep. Yeah, you were probably thinking of, like, historic. Oh, we won. Yeah. Yay, we won. Ooh, our opponent has 2 cores. No, wait, they have cores that want to fight us. Dueling cores. We got Opuses. We got these. Hey, DP Wong, thank you for the 46-month resub. Mulligan. We have an Appraiser in hand. We throw back Doomscar Titan. The Doomscar Titan we can get out from hand using Galta, but it feels like it's easier in the deck. No, you get out of here. I like how the Carnosaur can also be used to stop your opponent from doing the thing. I didn't go for the temple here. Mana Confluence says, ow. Oh, could you do your own or perhaps repudiate mine? As it stands, I can't cast this next turn. But we can hold up our Bedex. Oh, now I could. Do I risk it? Yeah. I love making the thing go. Appraiser's on the battlefield. And we... Okay, yeah, they didn't have Repudiate. They have the treasure. Do you think they'll actually let me combo out? We've gotten a combo out in like one game. 1. A 2. A 3. Yum, yum, yum. It's time for the dinosaur! Excuse me, I said it's time for the dinosaur! 2 dinosaurs. Haha, rawr. Oh, look at them go. You guys are so cute. Back to discovering 3. And we discover 5 again. Roar, roar, roar. Roar, roar, roar. Use the evolution on one of these appraisers. Sacrifice it. Say goodbye. Get ourselves a Doomscar Titan. And we go in. Very normal turn 3. Jace Pro, the professional Jace, who does not have Jace as their avatar. We don't have the thing. We still don't have the thing. And we don't have the thing. But I do have a piece of interplay, assuming my opponent is playing the same deck as me. So I'm going to keep this hand, drop the Eldritch Evolution, and Gear Hulk. And we scry. No! Not you, Mimic! Alright, so it is not the mirror match, it's somebody playing Thoughtseize! Maybe this was actually genius. Because they would have Thoughtseized this anyway. You know, Thoughtseize is very good against combo decks. Assuming the combo doesn't just require you to, like, magically top deck, which this one kind of does. What could it be? It is a mystery! Yeah, I skillfully outputted my mulliganing to a mediocre hand. Yep, so this is a Greasefang deck. What they're going to be doing is getting the Parhelion out. I feel like I haven't seen this deck in a whole week. Not since the last set came out. I'm gonna hold my Bedeck here in case they manage to get the Parhelion into the graveyard. I'm just gonna kill the Greasefang now. They have a Can't Stay Away, so they can bring it out. Meow meow! Appraiser! You're not an appraiser. Imagine only making like 4 creatures with your combo. Couldn't be me. Oh, look, they found another Greasefang! Wait, there's a cloud that looks like a cicada?
32.
I want to see it. Oh, RB, thank you for the 32-month resub. I gotta open the windows up a little bit more. Oh, cool! It's like a stretched out cicada, though. So in case I get the Carnosaur off the top, I am still going to discard the Magma Opus. But I'm waiting to see if they, like, Thoughtseize me. Nope. Got the bluff. Can they kill me this turn? Maybe. As it stands, they've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage. So yeah, they win. They didn't do the Parhelion thing. We just completely biffed our combo. What else is no? Bonk, 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 bonk. Exact lethal. GG Jace. I found an appraiser. Keep. We don't have an appraiser on turn 3, but that's okay. I'll take an appraiser on turn 4. What do you have? A dragon? A Gigantha? I'm gonna guess it's a sacrifice deck. And I will play Stumpengruns. Look at me. I got stomping to do. Battlefield Forge. This could be the Boros Convoke deck. Or it could just be Boros aggro. Illuminator Virtuoso! It's Featherless Feather! Okay, I know this deck. I've been here before. And I know this deck well enough to just kill their Illuminator Virtuoso before they can protect it, or target it, or do anything with it. It's just dead. It's gone. Would I say my luck in getting lands is better or worse than Jimmy from Command Zone? Worse, but I've overcompensated by adding additional lands into all of my decks. Monstrous Rage. So they're just trying to get in as much damage as they can, get those scries, build her up. Gotta love Featherless Feather. You can tell it's featherless too, because there's a Gigantha as a companion. But we have our appraiser. So this should just mean GG. Yep. Last game. Hello, Jones. No, wait. Johns. Also a Gigantha companion. We have our mana. We have the cheaty mana. We have the appraiser. Oh, but they can seize my thinks. Good for them. We'll have to try and find another one. Yeah, there's no choice of what you hit there. You gotta hit that. Classic Thoughtseize bug. Hey. Yeah. Let's see if they could Thoughtseize us again. They could seize my thanks. Uh-oh, did their game crash on attack? That's happened to me too. They might hold up removal. They might. They also, I think their game crashed. Like, this is holding priority. Hello! Popcorn. 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 This just gives me something to do. Unfortunately, Arena has increased in its crashingness for me. And part of the problem is actually not just that Arena crashes at a higher rate, it's that sometimes now I can't get back into games. So it used to be, yes, I would have like 3 crashes a day while I'm streaming, but I would be able to immediately get back into the game, and it would very rarely actually impact the game. Now, when I try to reconnect, it sometimes puts me into a dud loading screen that does not put me into the game, and I have to close and reopen the game again, which is really unfortunate because it means that I'm not playing against my opponent. Alright, they're back. Maybe. Or they just ran out of timers. It's not a colander. It's the filigree silex. But it's good popcorn. So it's the soup bowl. It's a really bad soup bowl. Okay, so they're definitely back. You can tell because they're hovering their own stuff. You're running out of time! Yeah, it's not a great popcorn bowl. Your fingers would get pretty greasy holding it. So, they're gonna hit this Geological Appraiser. They did get another Thoughtseize. And my chances now of getting another one are very low. Perhaps comically low. I'm gonna bedeck this. Hold the Triome. Hold the Popcorn. By the way, the emotes are just still going from before. I haven't clicked additional ones. The way that Arena does emotes is it lets the entire animation go through and then it queues up the next one. It's really weird. Yeah, we might get to Carnotaur. Now I look rude with all the emotes. Yep. That's why I have to get to 6 mana. So I am at 6 mana for next turn if I happen to get the Carnosaur. Oh, good. We're done. We're done with our emotes. Bing bong. Ooh, a Witch's Oven. Witch's Oven? This is oven. I know, I can't beside you this. I could bedeck this. I'm just playing Karuga. I have a blocker. One which I can use Eldritch Evolution on to get the Carnosaur. By the way, this does sacrifice, so they do get a ping off that. What format is this? This is Explorer / Pioneer. We don't block because they can kill the Karuga off sacrifice triggers. Oh, they could still kill it. But will they? I don't think they will. They don't know about the evolution in my hand. It's Pioneer, yes. So if they sacrifice all the treasures and the blood and a creature, or the treasures, a creature, and the food generated from the Witch's Oven, they will be able to kill Karuga before I can do the thing. You know, the thing with the guy. The Appraiser. Oh, cool. Gear Hulk. Nah. We do this. We go Karuga. Hit them with the Awooga. Yeah, you can't respond to it because it's already been sacrificed. They should be able to interrupt this combo if we get very unlucky, though. Oh, wait. We should be bedecking it, right? Alright, I'm gonna put on full control anyway. So, like, right here, I'm just gonna bedeck that Mayhem Devil so they can't, get any further. No, red. Okay, there we go. Makes it harder for them to interrupt this combo, because it's a lot less direct damage. Between Garuda and Karuga, they're just so good to say, like, Aruga! Hi, Gigantha! You are Giganthic. If they have a shock, they can kill it. Shocking! They can still kill this. Which means Heart of the Cards. Yeah, I meant to bedevil, like, with this on the stack, the first one on the stack. I didn't. That's on me. No, they couldn't kill it. They didn't have enough for the food? Since we got Eldritch Evolution, this gets us, Ghalta. And the Galta will then, we can use it to get at the Gear Hulk. So we recast from the graveyard. We draw some more cards. And it doesn't win us the game, but it puts us in a really good spot. So GG. I guess we could also technically go down in mana to another Appraiser. Yeah, they already did sacrifice the food and the blood. But they didn't. We could evolution for another Carnosaur. Yep, there are lots of options. All right, good game. And this last game is for all the marbles. And we've got 2 Geological Appraisers in our hands. So, you know, they better be good marbles. You're going to do it for me, right? You're going to get me there? You're going to find me the place? You know, I've been playing this deck now for an hour. I've got a much better idea of how to play it. I'm still sure I'm playing plenty of misplays. But I'm having fun. Because I'm doing silly things in my favorite game, Magic the Gathering. What else is there in this life? Other than doing silly things in Magic the Gathering. Ooh, it's Dredgeless Dredge with a creeping chill. A cheaping chill. Sweet little peep peep. They're gonna fill up their graveyard. Moret, Herald unites the elf. Hey, it's a shapeshifter with changeling. This is an elf. Ah, we found it! There's the Herald unites the elves. It lets you bring this out. Make a copy of this. I'll see if we can get an untapped land. We did not. Just bring that untapped. Need too much for the combo. Yeah, because then they just keep returning each other from the graveyard over and over and over. And you have to have something that drains too, right? All right, there's 1 Herald unites the elves. Witch mills 3. They have 1 Moret. Oh, look, they also milled a creeping chill. This will just keep milling. And they have 4 creeping chill. Ah, there's Tyvar. Hi, Tyvar. They mill again. They got Wayfinder, which will put more things in a graveyard. And this will come back. But I believe that is the end for this turn, which means it's time for our move. And our move is silly. My turn! Hi. You put a stop on my upkeep. Whee! Oh. Okay. Thank you so much for watching me play Ali Eldrazi's deck badly. This deck is both viable in Pioneer and Explorer, and it's fun to get to play a combo deck before it probably gets a piece banned. I feel like the whole Discover package has a lot of the same problems as Cascade, and because they were not fixed here, people are going to abuse them. You're still able to cast things for free that allow you to essentially cast the same thing for free. We're not making rhinos this time, we're making dinosaurs, and also giving everything haste. And sometimes cheating things out of our hand. And sometimes recasting giant spells from our graveyard. You know, there's a lot of stuff we can do with this dang deck and all of these discoveries. And I want to say thank you again to Ali Eldrazi for making this deck so I could play it. If you want to find Ali Eldrazi's channel, I absolutely recommend his Twitch stream. It's twitch.tv/Ali Eldrazi. It's spelled exactly the same as I have it up there. I will also have a link to his page in the description. If you go to his channel literally right now while I'm recording this, he's doing even more like wild combos. It looks like he's playing alchemy right now and having a dang good time cheating out dinosaurs. Not even this dinosaur. He's cheating out Atali using Doors of Durin. Sure, dude. You do you. He's really cool. You should check him out. And also sometimes he flexes on his channel, which is just like an extra super mega bonus. You get to see a dude's giant bicep. It's pretty great. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you enjoy the format.